slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best because I am. It's no different keeping it low-key. I can call for the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet.
Coach, the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the New England Patriots. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked it. At the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Wait, 20. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Complete to Dorsett. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
Brady now on first down. It's caught by Bryant. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Martavis Bryant, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
Now Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch your slap.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Come on.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Wait, set. Ready? Titans Ringo. Titans on Ringo. Titans on the Ringo.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Catch is made by Harry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. That's complete to Sterling. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Check 26, check 26. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Switch again.
They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, New England.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore the middle of last year, led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had the hip issue. And that strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to capture their first AFC North crown since 2012. And now Jackson's a known commodity. He's the unquestioned starter, and with increased expectations and pressure on the former Heisman Trophy winner. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tim Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward.
I got you. I got all charge. So don't say nothing.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Strong right. Hey. 4 down. 72. Watch the shit. Hey.
Now Brady. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now a give right side. Muhammad. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Agnew now to return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram. He goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield. Although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence. Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Jackson now. Flush to his right. Towards the end zone for Brown. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown. Touchdown number 15 of the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker with the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
On the carry, it's Muhammad. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Wait, set, wide, 20, sugar, bravo. 4 down.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional rounds. From the 25 on 2nd down, Jackson, this one complete to Ingram. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Buddy up! Mike, shot.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
66, bullet, half, 43. Shoot! Watch the shoot! Echo! Go! It's in motion!
Jackson from the shotgun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
At the 47-yard line.
Wait, that. Wait, 20. Let's go, D.
49, check 49, check 49.
Rip.
On first down, Muhammad. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This is Scarborough. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. To try again after the sack. Brady and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. This time, Jackson will throw it. Dancing to his left. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Here we go, G. Get off the field. Back.
From the gun, it's Jackson being chased out left. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I've never returned punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling.
He's got daylight. The 40, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 84 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenge on your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats inbounds.
He'll get 9 yards on the keeper there, but it's still going to leave him with a 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Check, ready. 60 yards. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Here we go. Here we go. What's the plan? 34. Yep. Watch the twist. Watch. 44's the mic. 44's the mic.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
He was defended by Patrick Peterson.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
44's Mike. Check. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. That's pulled in by the rookie from Notre Dame, Miles Boykin. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Shut! 18 Gator. Hey, come on. Defense, let's go. 44's the mic. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. 44's the mic.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Mike 40, check, he's coming.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Let's go, baby.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Wait, 10, 29, Alpha. Let's go. I don't even know why this team showed up. Yeah, let me go.
Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, Delta. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. Bang.
To throw, it's Brady. It's complete. James White. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch the run. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Tackles.
Jackson throwing again. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Dorsett. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
Mike, wait 20. What we got? Check 3. 72.
They'll run on 1st down. Muhammad. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Even. 4 down. Even. Hey, check it.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Wait 20. Watch that in. Tight end's right.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Neil Sterling, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Flush to his right. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Double up. He's coming. 36. You go tight. You got tight.
Here's Jackson from the downhill throw. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Jackson now, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target, but it'll be second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Jackson going to throw again. Steps away, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Derek Rivers, his second sack of the night.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. To throw is Jackson on 3rd down. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tim Williams, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, he's got it to Ingram, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They go again with Muhammad. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Baltimore. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. From the gun, it's Brady. It's caught. This is White. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
They'll run with Muhammad, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
First down, New England.
Tie it right. Everyone got four down.
From midfield, here's Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Kill. General West. Rush in. Show it.
Here's Muhammad. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
I got trick this side. We got three. Alpha.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And fights him off. Fights off the defender. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. Call that a very strong gain of 24. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Here we go. Watch the run.
Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
From the gun, Jackson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
They'll keep it on the ground. Muhammad. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they finally get him down as he takes it up to the 44. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. Give him 42 yards on the ground. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Now a play fake. Brady. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the red color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make this a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Check my 40. Check my 40. Man out, man out, man out, man out.
Jackson now, operating from the gun. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
We want it. Come to my world. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Man, I got you. Man, go.
4th down. Here's Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line ready to go. Been a very strong performance for them really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
It's a big play there for the Patriots. 57 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to Sterling. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got him in position.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Throwing again. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 82 yards. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. A little bit of space there for the 1st down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Muhammad. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Patriots are going to recover, and that should just about assure victory. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. On 1st down, Muhammad. Earl Thomas in on the stop. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and we have it in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
third down. They'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Single,
On play action, now Brady. Past the 20, and he's got Will Tye complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Patriots, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Ladies and gentlemen,